I have my Mac portfolio set up in 3 different places, but in each place they all look the same. I have my Mac portfolio saved to my documents on my computer. I have it in my iCloud drive, and I also have it saved on a external thumb drive. I'll be showing my Mac portfolio on my documents just because it's easier to navigate through. So to begin, I have 3 folders just on the start. I have my Mac classes, Mac program stuff, and Bible abbreviations. So I have the Bible abbreviations just because I have found it really useful because I don't know every book of the Bible, nor do I know their abbreviations, but when writing papers or discussions, I've just found it very helpful to have something that I can go to real quick to get those. And in my program stuff folder, I have my ACA Code of Ethics here. I have handbooks where I have the College of Adult Graduate Studies handbook as well as the Mac program handbook so that I can easily have those accessible to me. And then I have an interview docs folder where I have my acknowledgement, my signature page, and just my interview questions for preparation that I did before my interview for the program. Going back, I have my actual Mac classes, and I have my 2 folders because I already have some Block B classes there. But under Block A, where we are now, I have my CSL500 folder and then my CSL620 folder. Under here, I have a couple different things. I have my course syllabus just right in the open there so I could easily find it. And I also have the ACA Code of Ethics here as well. And then I'll go through each folder individually. I have important course documents. Here I have Appendix C that we went through. I have an important links document where I could find the link for the Colorado Counseling Association, DORA for Colorado, a link that I found that just broke down Colorado licensing requirements, and also the link for the American Counseling Association. I also have a document that's just a very blank, generic paper outline because I found this is really helpful so that every single time I write a paper, I don't have to do it again. I could just use this one and fill in the information and then save as, and then still have this same outline for every paper. And then I have a reference page, which is all the references from every paper that I have written for this class, so that if I ever wanted to go back, I have all of that information in one place instead of having to go through each paper. And then I have the inventories, therapies inventory, from chapter 4, because in the book there was a link so that we could do it online instead of just the paper version from Appendix C. And since this was done online, I took screenshots of each therapy type that was given so that if ever I wanted to go back and look at it, I had it here in one place. So there's an example of that. Going back, I have an assignments folder where then I break down into more folders. I have outlines where I did an outline for 2 of the papers. So for the family therapy essay, I wrote out an outline before I actually wrote out the essay. Same thing for the pre-program essay. Then I have an assignment prompts, where here I just take a screenshot of the prompt that is on Blackboard so that if I want to go back and look over the assignment, I actually have the prompt here so I know what it was that I was doing. Then the ISFJ descriptions from the Jung typology test. And I did the same thing that I did with the therapies inventory. That was something that was done online, so that here's just the different things that I did, that it was given to me, and I just took a screenshot of that so that later on if I want to go back and remember what an ISFJ is, I'm actually able to go back and look over those. Then more recently we had our presentation, so I put that into a folder as well with our notes from our presentation, our actual presentation, the assignments of our group, the deadlines that was for our group, possible interview questions, and our final interview questions that we used. Then we had our research written assignment, and here are those 3 articles that we used. Were these citations are in my reference page that I had shown earlier. And then my final folder is submitted assignments. And in here I also have the graded PDF from Blackboard. So I have the assignment that I submitted here. And then I have the PDF from Blackboard where I'm able to go through and see the comments that were given to me. And then going back, I have my discussion notes from each week in each class. So I have the session, the date, and then just the class again. It's an example of those notes. And then in class we had talked about the disc profile. So since I took that, I put it in a folder here and did the same thing as I did with the therapies and the ISFJ, as I took a screenshot of the different windows that were given to me and the different descriptions, so that if I do want to go back and look at my results, I can, and I can remember what it was that each one meant. I apologize. And the final folder that I have here is threaded discussions, and that was from session 1. So I have the prompt here, again a screenshot from Blackboard, and then my response. And then since I put a picture in, I just took a screenshot of the picture so that if I wanted to remember the picture, I don't have to try to go through my pictures at all. And then having my portfolio broken down into these folders has been extremely useful for me, because if there was ever a time where I wanted to find a certain assignment, I know exactly where to go into my assignments folder. Or if there was ever a week where we were talking about a certain topic, I know exactly where to go into my discussions, instead of just having it broken down by the class and then having this very long list of assignments and notes and everything just in one place and having to search through it all. It's been extremely helpful like this, and also having it in the 3 different places where if I'm not on my computer but I'm on a different computer and I have my thumb drive with me, I can still access everything. And even if I didn't have my thumb drive, since I use my iCloud drive, I can still access everything as well, because I can access my iCloud drive by just logging into iCloud from the internet. And with that, I can access it all on my phone as well. So that has been extremely useful by finding the 3 ways that work best for me to save all of my documents. So I think the way I've set up my portfolio has been extremely helpful and beneficial to me. And that is my portfolio.